All right, we understand that whenever you get a real estate agent, that sometimes you do things and you have no clue that it's pissing them off, or vice versa. So we're here to tell you a couple things that realtors don't want you to do, or just make them mad in general. Very first thing, if you are a buyer, don't call the list agent and ask for a showing.
Please.
Very first thing that you're going to do is you're going to actually tell them more information than what you need to. You're going to be like, well, I'm pre-approved for $400,000 even though your property's for $2.
You are.
Yeah, and I need to move really quick and I got cash and I'm willing to pay whatever for it. I really love your house. That's what you're going to say.
And they're sitting there like this.
Yep, and it's sort of like getting arrested. Anything that you can say will be used against you.
In the court of law, amen.
So don't call the listing agent. First of all, they don't want to hear from you because you know what's going to happen. Your buyer's agent's going to have to call and make an appointment anyways. And to be honest with you, we've got technology for that. We don't have to do that. We can do it on our phone and bam, we know whether we can show the property or not, whether it's accepted, all of the codes, things like that. So you are actually just pissing away your own time and energy by calling the listing agent to find out information about it. If you've got a question on a property, I don't care if it's got a sign in the yard. I don't care if somebody put it on the internet. Have your agent call. That's why you're paying them.
You know what really grinds my gears, Dustin? When buyers show properties without being pre-approved. That grinds my gears. Because what that does is that just makes it so that we, first of all, wouldn't even know. What if they come in, right, and they love the house, right, that we're showing them, and they don't have a pre-approval letter yet, so they never went through the steps, and then they want to put in an offer. Well, they can't. They just can't, Dustin, and it just grinds my gears.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and tell you this. This is the great thing about it. First of all, if you show a property with mantlerealty and you don't have a pre-approval letter, well, guess what? You ain't going to be working here very long because I don't want to waste your time and energy as an agent, and I don't want to get buyers upset whenever you showed them a property, and next thing you know, they can't buy it because they think they're qualified for $200,000. They got $8,600 in child support and medical bills and everything else, even though they make $500,000 a year, and you know who they are. They got bills out the wazoo. They can't afford the house in the first place.
Well, what's even worse, too, is you know that buyer is now going to compare every other house that you show them to that house. And then what are you going to do? You can't make the house come up out of thin air. No, you can't. So that's that.
It's sort of like going out on a first date. It's sort of like whenever you're dating and you go and open the door for them, and you got the box of chocolates, and you go take them to a nice restaurant. Like you going to Ruth Chris, you ain't going to McDonald's. And then next thing you know, you're like, no, I'm good. You can't afford this. We're going back to McDonald's and Chick-fil-A maybe on Valentine's Day. But other than that, I'm not opening your door, and the only chocolates you're going to get are the ones that are half price after Valentine's Day. That's it. So
it's not right.
Yeah, it sucks quite a bit.
It's just not right.
I would also say something to the nature of going on the pre-approval end of things and looking at properties is don't look at properties that are outside of your expectations. Most people think of that as just outside of your price point. But sometimes it's anything from, you want to go see a property that's listed for $500,000 because it's beautiful. I want to go see this $500,000 house, but I'm only approved for $400,000. Well, in today's market, it's probably not going to be there. If you got a good agent, they can tell you whether it's overpriced and be like, okay, I think we can go look at it. Maybe they'll come down to be more realistic. But if an agent tells you no, that property is worth $500,000, that property is worth $550,000, whatever, you got to trust your agent. We're here. Remember, folks, we're here to make the most money possible. So if you want to buy a bigger house, we're more than happy to sell you a bigger house. I'm just being completely damn honest with you here. You tell me that you want to be close to the city limits and then you want to go to Denton. No, I don't want to show you a property out in Denton. Now, if you actually change your opinion, we'll go show you properties wherever you feel like. But make sure that your expectations meet it, because what's going to happen is while you're driving out there to that property in Denton, you'll be like, oh my gosh, there is nothing out here. And you wasted your whole weekend with your kids crying in the back.
Yep.
And your wife's pissed off at you because you need to go mow the yard and change the oil in your car.
And another thing is when a buyer makes an offer contingent on selling their own house.
If you can't sell your house first, whether it's
That happens.
Yeah, if you can't sell your house, you've got to have a game plan. Whenever you're going in with a contingent offer, you have to have a game plan. You can't just go in and say, well, we'll list it as soon as we get ready and we find the perfect property, we're going to list it. No, you need to go ahead and have everything staged up, pictures ready.
Start ahead.
And marketing everything. The other thing I'll tell you is I teach all of our agents, just because you list a property doesn't mean that the seller has to take up an offer. So if we list it for $200, even though it's worth $150, somebody comes and offers you $200 and you're not ready to sell yet, guess what? You don't have to take that $200,000. You can set on it, you can do whatever. Our agents believe that we want to create a relationship with our clients. It's not about selling the quickest house for the easiest price and moving on about our business. We're here for you guys no matter what.
Yes, are we doing our jobs and making money? Absolutely, but it's not about that. It's really not. We want to help people. That's why I got into it.
Hey guys, it's Dustin over here at Mantle. Thanks for coming out to our YouTube channel. We're just here to help our clients find out a little bit more do's and don'ts, tips and tricks, whether it's for yourself or somebody else you know. Let us know what you want to hear, and we'll be glad to make content on it.